Alright guys, we've made it to New York. Time for a room tour.
It'll only take a second.
It's very small. But you know what? We've got a nice shower. And guess what? We've got a kitchen. Have you ever heard of that? In a New York hotel, a kitchen? Because I haven't. A dishwasher, a fridge, a microwave, a stovetop, dishes galore, our bed, and our view. We're about to go eat at Junior's, which is a New York classic. I hate the way my hair is today. Then we'll probably hit Times Square, do some shopping. Does that sound about right?
Yep, sounds right.
See you there. Hi, it's Future Izzy. Don't mind my purple face from Roku City, or hopefully you can't hear the lawnmower in the back. What people are mowing in January, I don't know. Anyways, I wanted to give you a verbal recap of our first day because I forgot. So I went to eat at Junior's, which is my favorite place to eat in New York. They have a really good tuna sandwich. You can hate me for that, I don't care. Then we just did like a bunch of shopping. We did all the Times Square stores, which are like, you know, the big over-the-top Disney, the Hershey store, and then we walked down to Fifth Avenue and did like Nintendo and Macy's, like all those big over-the-top stores. We did Rockefeller Square Center area. It was so unbelievably packed. It was like uncomfortable. And then like Saks Fifth does the Christmas light show, and that's when it got like overwhelmingly uncomfortably. Sardines couldn't move in any direction, packed. So we were just like done with that. So we left and went the other way, did a couple more stores, then we went back to our hotel. And yeah, that pretty much rounds out our evening that night. I was so tired. Rachel is a go 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 kind of girl on vacation, and I am too, but I feel like my first day I always take it easy, but we did not. That's no shade to Rachel. I love her the most. She's like, I love traveling with her. I feel like we are so well matched for travel. Anyways, that was our first day. Let's move on. What's up guys? We are in for the night. I hope you can hear me over the air conditioning, or the heat rather. It's been a long day. My feet are blistered, but it was a good day. We got on the subway. Well, first of all, we ate the hotel breakfast, which was actually pretty good. And let me tell you, they could serve up some guests, man. They were refilling as fast as people were eating it.
The best part was it was free.
It was free, it was hot, it was good. Then we got on the subway and went to Central Park. We walked around Central Park for a few minutes. Then we went in the Natural History Museum, which I wanted to go to because it's like the one from Night at the Museum.
Dum Dum.
Yes?
You give me gum gum.
I give you gum gum?
And it was fantastic.
It was amazing.
Worth every
It was a
penny.
good museum.
It was 5 floors if you count the bottom floor. We were in there for like 3 or 4 hours. But it was so cool. So give them your top 3.
Okay, my top 3 was the gemstones. That was my number 1. Gorgeous and sparkly. Number 2 was the ocean exhibit, and number 3 was mammals. They had a shark exhibit, but you had to pay extra, and we did not know that, so we did not go in that one.
But that would have been her number 1 had we been able to go in there.
For sure, that was really disappointing.
And if my feet were hurting by that point, I probably would been like, oh, maybe we should look at how much it is. But I was like, you know what? It's been a long day.
It was. And then we walked to Cafe
Oh wait, I gotta
Lalo.
give my favorites.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so my favorite was the ocean exhibit because the blue whale, mostly. That thing is just
That was massive.
massive. I've always wanted to see one life size, and I finally did. I mean, it's not real, but it's like ginormous. And then probably the American mammals, because I've seen a lot of those and I just think that's cool. Like the bison, sheep varieties, moose, bears, very cool. Number 3. I don't know why, but I liked that floor adjacent to the mammals. That was like the seasons changing all over the world. I don't know why, I just thought that was cool.
The trees were cool too.
Yeah, the trees.
It had like a slice off of
Oh,
a red,
sequoia.
Yeah, oh my god, it was crazy.
Anyways, like Rachel was saying, then we went to Cafe Lalo, which was from You've Got Mail, which is my favorite rom-com. It was closed and there was like construction going on, so it was kind of not cute.
I was really disappointed that they were closed because it would have been really cute to see.
Oh my god, to go sit in there. I would have busted out a book and put a rose in it. And then we went to the grocery store called Zabar's, I think, from You've Got Mail. Then we went to a bookstore, very tiny, crowded bookstore.
It was like something out of a movie though, with its staircase and those like wooden ladders. It was
that
so
slide.
cool just to kind of see. I didn't find any gems, but I still got to see the bookstore.
Then we walked back to Central Park to get back on the subway. Walked down on the subway and she's like, yeah, you have to go back to Broadway Street, which was where we were already.
Yeah, we had to walk, what, 2 or 3 more blocks back.
Get on the subway, stand like sardines. Then we came back here, I started watching the football game, and we are now about to eat some Chipotle. Do I care that it's not New York food? No, I don't.
The best part is it's right around the corner.
Literally. All right, that's it for our day. My feet hurt, but we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. What's up, guys? Rachel's, if you've watched our vlog in February, must have a drink, always. It's been a long day. What did we get into? First of all, first thing this morning, had to have our toilet fixed.
We did not clog it. The flusher broke.
Yes, just so everyone knows.
It's a weird ass flusher that's on the top of the toilet lid. Anyway, it got stuck.
Got stuck and it ran forever, so we had to have someone come fix that. Then we took the subway to
The Strand.
Yes, the
Bookstore.
Strand was first.
And let me tell you, I've traveled, and in every city I go to, I try to hit a bookstore, at least one, if not multiple. It was the best bookstore I've ever been in my life. Hands down, my favorite.
Oh my god, get your blind date.
Yes, I got a book that was a blind, it was a blind date with a book. I gotta get it, I'll be right back. Yeah, I did some shopping at the Strand.
She chose her advice. Spot on, her love life way on. And it looks like lockers or something.
It actually does look like lockers. I did not notice that earlier.
That's why I said it looks kind of high schoolish.
But this sounds like something I already have on my to-read list, so let's see. I'm gonna try to very quickly.
She was trying to
open it.
guess what they were, and I was like, that defeats the purpose. Can you microwave salt?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, this is not something I have on my to-read list
It
called
has a cute cover.
Perfect on Paper. So I'll try it and see, and hope that I made a good purchase.
So that was
and
fun.
if it sucks, I'll put it in my little free library.
Oh, there we go. Let's see. After the Strand, we shopped Union Square. Yes, Union Square Holiday Market. Lots
Didn't
of
find
cute
anything.
shop. I mean, they were cute shops.
Mhm.
Just like
Lots of creative people.
Yeah, lots of random stuff. Nothing we felt the need to bring home.
No.
Then we walked to Harry Potter New York, which was so cool.
And tell them what we found.
Oh my gosh. So we were in Universal in February. I wanted this one crew neck that says Gryffindor on it, but they did not have it. They stopped selling them at Universal. So I was sad. And then they had it at the store, so I got it. And it was just cool to see all the merch and listen to the music. And the store is just like very well
Put
decorated.
together. It's amazing.
Like
yeah.
everything's like an Easter egg. Like the elevator was like the flue powder
flue.
from the Ministry.
And they had all kinds of authentic props from the movies.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Basilisk Fang in the
book.
Journal, one of the rings.
Tom Riddle's journal. Yep, the ring with the Horcrux. What was the little thing from the Quidditch? The little...
Oh, the Golden Snitch.
The Golden Snitch.
So yeah, and then I had some butterbeer, which was delicious. Got a souvenir mug, unintentionally. Then we walked to...
We went to...
Union Square. No.
No.
Yes.
Bryant Park.
Bryant Park Holiday Market.
Didn't find anything there.
Didn't find anything there.
But we did eat at the Bryant Park Grill.
Just kind of
which
bougie.
was very bougie inside. And we got soup and a salad, and it was good. And it was warm, most importantly. We were
At that point,
frozen solid. Today was bitter cold.
so windy, so freezing, absolutely uncalled for. After that, we walked to Fifth Avenue and did some damage there. We checked out Lego, Nike, Uniqlo. Oh yeah, the Broadway store. Now we just walked back here. And I got me a street pretzel that I have yet to eat, so we need to finish this up so I can eat that. Been looking forward to it for months. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up our day.
Not a lot of pictures today, a few.
Yeah, we were about the job today, which was shopping.
Christmas shopping.
Yes.
And I did get a little done, so I'm very pleased.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, here I am again to run you through the last couple days. We had to unexpectedly leave early, and then our last full day there was also just kind of a mess. So we bought tickets for the Statue of Liberty. We got in the subway. Suddenly we realized we were going the wrong way for 30 minutes, which was our first and only subway mistake, might I add. So I couldn't be too mad. We got there, got in line, super long line, got through security, good on the ferry, go to Liberty Island, see the Statue of Liberty, walk around the whole thing, look at the city, blah, blah, blah. So pretty. Cold, but pretty. Did the museum. We had plans for dinner, so we did not intend on stopping on Ellis Island because to get back to New York, usually it's you leave New York, Liberty Island, Ellis Island, back to New York. So we just wanted to skip Ellis Island because we had things to do. We got dinner, we got shopping to do. They dock at Ellis Island and they make an announcement overhead that's like, all passengers must get off. Then somebody at the concession stand was like, oh, they say that, but if you really want to go back, you can. So we sat there for a while, and then the crew came down and were like, no, everybody has to get off. This boat's going to maintenance. We do that. We get off, we go, we find out what line we're supposed to stand in. There's lines for miles. We're waiting in line for a ferry. One boat comes and picks up 20 people. We watch a couple New Jersey boats go by. We watch boats go by back and forth from Liberty Island to the shore of New York. Nobody was picking us up. We were there for 2 hours in 30-some degree weather, and in the 30-degree weather wasn't that bad itself. It was the wind that made it really unbearable, and then after the sun went down, it was extremely unbearable. Top 3 cold moments of my life. Another ferry came that was cargo, and staff got on it, and there was literally a guy in the window filming all the people who were stuck there. So irritating. So I chatted with customer service because we were so far back we couldn't see anything from the front, and someone was like, oh, are you the only person on the island? We're like, no, there's hundreds of people here, no end in sight to this nonsense. And she was like, okay, there's a boat in the way. The boat comes, picks us up after 2 hours with no answers of why, because boats are supposed to be there every 15 minutes. People were screaming, yelling. There were 300 or 400 people probably left behind. Me and national park sites that require a ferry to get to do not mix. Anyways, so after that, I was just wiped, tired, exhausted, cold, so we just went back to the room and called it quits basically. The next day, we took the subway again down to the 9/11 Memorial or museum. I guess it's both, which was really cool. I didn't get any clips of the museum because most of it was no photography or videography allowed. But 100% recommend going if you're ever in the area. I had never been before. It was a fantastic museum. They have so much stuff preserved. There's a section where it kind of takes you through the events minute by minute, which is really cool. And the part that was most moving to me was the room with everybody's faces, all the casualties. Every person has a picture, and that was really emotionally overwhelming, but very well done museum. So we left there, we went and got a bagel, then went back to our room, and we received a phone call. There was a family emergency happening at home. So then we proceeded to figure out what needed to happen. We canceled the rest of our day, and we basically just focused on getting a new flight, which thankfully we were able to do pretty easily. So we just stayed in, packed, had a nice dinner, and then we left really, really early the next morning. Fortunately, our last 2 days were not the greatest, but the previous 3 days were really awesome. Like I said, love traveling with Rachel. She is just the best travel partner. She's so funny, and she has the same energy and travel pace as I do, so it's just a really good match. That wraps up our New York trip. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. I know I did. I took an unintended break. Finals and work got crazy, and then I traveled, and then I was just you know what? Let me just relax, So it's been a nice break, but I'll be back doing this regularly again. I love to do it. It just is the only thing that can get trimmed from my life when things get really crazy. So yeah, I'm glad to be back. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.